Thanks so much for joining us, folks. My name is Chris Delaney, one of the many executives here in the world of Legal Shield. And if you're watching this, it's exciting to me because you're actually in my home state of New York. I currently live in Columbus, Ohio, but I spent about 30 years in upstate New York, being a native of the South Troy, North Greenbush area. Remember that time very fondly. It's actually an incredible place where I grew up. Together with my mom. I lost her about 10 years ago to breast cancer. And, I found myself living a life where I was a college dropout and trying to figure out what my next steps were. You see, I watched a lot of my friends go to college, get degrees, not do exactly what they were passionate about or really earn what they thought they should earn. And I spent a lot of time in the service industry. The corporate world took me down to Savannah, Georgia. And most recently, I've actually been involved in the insurance world, working with a company. You may have heard of them. The Duck represents them really well. But the biggest thing I found was that I was truly unhappy, and I had to make sure that I wasn't skeptical of the opportunity, because I just knew I saw some people living a lifestyle that I truly wanted to understand. I had to understand what that vehicle could be for me. And really right here, I want to share with you in these pictures what the last year and a half has done for me in the world of Legal Shield. I developed some incredible relationships. I've been able to travel quite a bit. You can see here that we've been able to connect with our team across the country. I've had great mentorship and people in the business who've helped us grow as individuals and as professionals. So I kind of want to give you the bigger picture vision. I also met my partner, my girlfriend who runs the business with me. She lived out in California, and because of this business, we were actually able to connect, and now we build this empire together. So I'm really excited for y'all. I'm going to hop right into this company called Legal Shield and about our service first. But before we do, I want you to think about something. Many businesses today operate from an app-driven platform where they simply capitalized on a new system that need to be disrupted, right? There's pricing things, and we'd all agree that Amazon is a great example of that. They came into the market, and you can find everything on Amazon, and retail is struggling to compete, right? You can go on Amazon here in Columbus, you can actually touch a button and have something delivered to your house in less than 2 hours. It's pretty incredible. Well, with that trend happening, Legal Shield is a company that's been around for 46 years. We've been an A+ Better Business Bureau rated company. We have grown to such an incredible growth size that we have just under 5 million people that we protect in the US and Canada. What I want you to understand is the concept of Legal Shield. Millions of people pay a little bit, and we pay the law firms a lot to make sure that they protect and serve our clients. You see, many people believe the legal system is more of a reactionary measure. You only use it when you're in trouble. But here's the thing, is that if it was a lot cheaper, we'd probably use it a lot more. In fact, wealthy people typically make a decision, not because they're in trouble, but really because they understand that having a trusted advisor to help you out is super important. Our law firms have been with us for 20 to 30 years. We work with about 75 A+ rated attorneys in every area of law. We've been a word of mouth company, so you haven't seen us advertise, but we are the only company to provide the partnership with the law firms that we work with. We've been seen in Forbes, Fortune magazine. And again, if you go on Facebook, you can find the reviews on our company. We've had exceptional reviews. As we go through here, guys, here's what our service does. The biggest thing is that we are an app-driven company. We now have these two incredible apps. The first one is going to be our Legal Shield app. And I'm going to share with you the 5 common reasons people use the Legal Shield app. The first and foremost thing is going to be consultation. And what that means for you is that Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, you can tap a button and contact an attorney with 20+ years of experience in the area of law that you need. Whether it's somebody that you're interested in filing an LLC, whether it's a document issue, whether it's a landlord issue, whether it's a car lease or anything else, you can ask a question even if you've already received advice for free on an unlimited basis. Super important. It allows you to contact that attorney, talk to them as long as you need, get the advice that you need so you can act accordingly. It doesn't cost you anything. The second thing is going to be letters and calls made on your behalf. And why that's important for you is because if there is a need for you to have an attorney have your back, you can flex your legal muscle, meaning that you can have an attorney write a letter at no cost or make a phone call. And this becomes very important, especially on a cease and desist, or if you need to take some action. You want to think of this as an underdog thing. How many times have we just allowed something to happen to us because we didn't have the backing of a major law firm to take care of those things? And that's unlimited, folks. The third thing is a question I'm going to ask you. And for those of you in the room right now, the question is, why is it important to have an attorney take a look at a contract before you sign it? Most people ask that question. They say, I don't want to get taken advantage of. And you'd be absolutely right. You want to make sure that you have an expert looking at what matters to you so that you can make the best decision on you and your family's behalf. And you can have those documents reviewed or created. If you're buying a home, if you're buying a car, maybe starting a business, you can use this as many times as you want. The fourth thing is really going to be your will. Now, the will piece is super important. because we want to make sure that we have the ability to take care of these important documents. Now, some people say, hey, Chris, I got a will, it's in place. Now, an out-of-date will is still an out-of-date will and can be contested. What you can do with our service is we can actually save you $1,500 to $3,000 today by getting you signed up for this powerful service. And through the app, you can actually create your will, living will, healthcare, and financial power of attorney. That is much more than you can find online, and it saves you the time and the frustration. You can send that in through the app and allow your estate planning attorney who's had 20 plus years of experience to review and make sure that you're prepared for anything to happen, especially if you have children. And that's a huge savings. Of course, that's a big deal for what we need to have going on. Finally, the fifth thing that we use most commonly, and this is just the common stuff, I'm not even scratching the surface, is going to be speed tickets. Now, if you're like me, being from the upstate area, I know in the town of Colony, if I got a speeding ticket, my God, I was going to be in court for 5 or 6 hours sometimes. You just have no idea. So when I travel anywhere across the country, what this means is that if I get a speeding ticket or moving violation, I can take a picture of the speeding ticket and send it into my law firm, have them review it, and go represent me in most cases on the ticket. Now, the great thing is that even if you got a ticket today, we can go ahead and take care of you and be completely covered under the membership. Now, all you do is pay your court filing fees, and let's keep those points off of your license, because commonly I ask, why is it important to make sure that you have points off your license? And let's all agree that car insurance is super expensive. Let's keep that cheaper for you guys. Now, we do have the emergency access button. Of course, I want to keep this brief. You can get back to the person who brought you to get the questions answered about that. That's 24/7, 365 access to an attorney in an emergency situation. That's our Legal Shield service. And again, I gave a 30,000 foot overview. There's so much to our service. The second thing that we offer is ID Shield. And I typically ask the room by show of hands, who do you know that's been a victim of identity theft? We all should know somebody, because last year, 144 million people's IDs were actually compromised with Equifax. Now, if you're somebody who has LifeLock, congratulations. I think that's incredible. What I want you to understand is that ID Shield is much like their top tier service, except we cost less and we offer more benefit and more financial restoration. There's 3 common features to ID Shield. First one is going to be consultation. And why does it matter? Well, first and foremost, we're the only company with a partnership with a company called Kroll, Kroll. This company typically only works with government agencies internationally. They are a private security risk firm. They typically do background checks for the FBI, the CIA, and the military. And these are the folks who actually power our app. You can consult with them 24/7. And what that means to you is you can get your questions asked on anything that you have a question about all day long. That becomes very powerful, especially if you lost your wallet or something happens and you just want to get your questions answered. The second thing is going to be monitoring. And we monitor everything that you see here. And what separates us from the market and what that means for you is we not only monitor your credit cards and your credit score, we do the big stuff, everything that makes you you, all the way from your social media to your driver's license, your medical records, which are a big deal, especially for children, all the way to your financial and your social. So that's a big deal. The third thing is our industry-leading restoration. Now, the big thing I ask people is, would you miss time off of work if you knew it was going to affect your paycheck? And everybody says no. Well, both of our services are geared towards making sure that you do not have to do the work on your own. When we find something that is on your credit or in your records, Kroll will do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to restore your identity to pre-theft status. And they'll spend up to $5 million per claim at no cost to you to make sure that we take care of that. All you do is fill out a limited power of attorney, and they'll go to work on your behalf. So 2 powerful services, app-driven. For the family, it's $48.95 a month. Now you can separate the Legal Shield and ID Shield if you want to just get started with Legal Shield first. Individual, $33.95, and you can do the same. Now, those are the prices, and we'd agree that they're 2 powerful services that you definitely do need. But here's the thing. What if I was able to save you some money just by having it? Well, we offer this service called Member Perks directly through the app, and I've saved as much as $400 in 1 month for my service because I've traveled and I've used our Expedia perks, our hotel perks. I've also used our movie theater perks. I've used it for my cell phone. I get a discount through them as well. So there's over 600 vendors that can show you how you can save more by having the app than not having it, and set it up through your Legal Shield app. So at this point, I invite you to do something for me. And that is to think about 3 to 5 people in your life right now that you know could use the powerful service. We'd all agree that there are people that we know that need a will. The numbers tell us that 8 out of 10 people do not have one, or one up to date, because they can't afford it. The second thing is think about people who have teenage drivers, those who know that they have folks on their insurances and they know that that insurance is super expensive. Or think about a time when you signed something that you didn't quite know what was on there. do you think the app would have made a difference? And I'm going to show you how to turn that 3 to 5 people into additional income that does not distract away from what you do for a full-time job. In fact, 95% of people that we work with, and our team stretches across about 26 states right now, and we work with single moms, single dads, preachers, teachers, millennial leaders, and entrepreneurs, small business owners, insurance agents, financial advisors, and currently 2 incredible individuals at Liberty Mutual up there in New York. So we're really excited about this. And so we all agree that if we could bring extra money into our household, but it was simple, it makes sense. Now, the biggest thing to understand is 44 million people in our country right now have a side hustle making $500 or more a month. And I'm going to show you how to turn LegalShield into that for you as well. We all agree that everybody's on Facebook, but nobody paid for it. Uber gave credits. They gave rideshare credits, but nobody got paid for Uber. They got Uber credits, but last time I checked, I couldn't pay my bills with Uber credits. LegalShield will pay you $66 to $308 every time somebody downloads the app on your recommendation, and will allow you to get paid within 24 to 48 hours from point of sale. And let me show you how you do this. First and foremost, I want to make sure that I answer the biggest question, and how much is it to get started? Now, I'm from New York. I know how much it costs to go out and have a great time in New York, and I've spent more than $100 just on drinks. So here's what you get for $99. First and foremost, you own your own American business, and you are a 1099. This is not another job. This is far different than being an employee. You have 800 employees in Ada, Oklahoma, who will help you handle everything that you need in your business. And you get a website that you can market the services to anyone across the country, including Canada. The other side of it as well is that our opportunity is expanding overseas, which I'm very excited about. But this $99 is an investment. It's only a background check. We do not get paid for recruiting, but this is how much to get started. Now, we get paid daily, and I'm going to show you how this works, because as an insurance agent, it made sense. And I'm going to go through this real quick. When you show this membership to somebody like I'm showing to you right now, and they pay $48.95, you get paid $66 as a brand new associate. Why does that matter? Well, you're paying the company $49 and they're paying you $66. So you want to understand something. LegalShield has been so financially successful that they're able to pay you more in an upfront commission for the year than they've actually been paid for the membership. And why is that? It's because we've had such a strong membership base over the course of 46 years. People love the service and keep it, that allows us to give a loan to our associates. Now, the most powerful thing that we do as a company, as an organization, is that we want to help the newest person get paid and promoted. We want you to see the power of the service, use it by helping 3 people get the membership and 1 person joining your business and linking arms and seeing a vision for themselves and following our system. Or if you only sell 6 memberships, you now earn $32 upfront as well. So you get a double pay raise. It was a long time working in the real world before I actually understood that I should be being paid what I'm worth. Now, here's the thing: is that LegalShield progressively will pay you as you move through the compensation plan. As you hit the director level, that is permanent. You can walk away from your business and just pay for your membership. And when you come back and market a membership, you would get paid $209 every time that happens. Imagine you share this with somebody over lunch and you get paid $209. It might change where you take them out to lunch, right? Now, we have 2 qualification levels as well, senior and executive director. And people who are hitting this, 95% of them work a full-time job, going to school full-time, because they recognize that this is an incredible opportunity. Now, the other side of this is our team overrides. Now, why this matters is that everybody who works a job is part of a team. And chances are that your boss is making more than you are, and their boss is making more than them. In the insurance world, it was a brokerage, and I recognized right away that that broker had a team of producers working out there in the field. Now, they would just split commissions. What I love about LegalShield is that every time I bring a new associate in the business and I focus on their goals and I take my time to help them sell a membership, LegalShield is going to pay me for my time, and that new associate's also going to get their upfront commission. They'll get paid their $66, and because I've worked to get to the executive director level, I'm going to receive $198. And why is that? Well, think about this for a second. If I sold a membership myself, I would make $308. And since that new associate just joined and I'm taking my time to help them be successful, because we can only be successful if we help the newest person have success, then LegalShield is going to pay me a separate team override. And this is unlimited. You know, find people like a Chris Delaney who really want to grow a business, and you'd be a very happy camper. So the team override system starts creating leverage and freedom. We also offer bonuses. These are important because in your first 20 days of starting, we help the newest associate hit that senior associate position, and you now get a pay raise. You also get a bonus of $180. Now, I told you the opportunity is only $99 to get started, right? The opportunity piece. So you've now turned a profit in your business in your first 20 days. And how many people we do this for? Last year, our team paid out $2.2 million just in these first level bonuses for new associates joining the business. You hit the executive director level again and you're part-time, $5,000 for maintaining it for 3 months, up to $15,000 for the entire year. We want to help you maintain that and achieve it and bring that money into your household. Last year alone, we paid out in just 2 months of that bonus well over $700,000 just in that executive director bonus. And again, here it is. I don't know any job that I could start, even as a server when I worked at Cracker Barrel on Route 4 or up in Route 9. When I got started, I had to buy non-slip shoes. Those were $60. I had to buy khaki pants. Those were $20 a piece. Oxford shirts, $15 a piece. And I wasn't even making money on the floor in my first week. With Legal Shield, I can show somebody through a simple system that we've devised to have success, protect 3 families, recruit 1 person into their business, help them get started, and you've made $378. You're in total profit mode, and that makes sense. No lotions, potions, pills, or potions. We're providing something that nobody else can offer, that you can't buy on Amazon or eBay, and you can't find in Walgreens on the as seen on TV on shelf. We offer access to something that everybody needs. Performance Club is a big deal. Performance Club allows you to have 4 all-expense paid trips. Now, in January, when most people are going to be freezing their butts off in upstate New York, we're going to be in Las Vegas, all expenses paid. The company is going to put us up in a 5-star resort. We pay for nothing. That's just 1 of 4 trips for small goals that we hit. Who goes on these trips? All kinds of people, not just the executives, but people who just got started, who hit Performance Club and start performing in their business. You also turn into money. After your first 3 months, you get $100 a month and a monthly freedom bonus. Your next year, it's $300. The following, it's $400 just for small goals. Now, here is the most important thing. If you take nothing away from this presentation, residual income is the most important form of income you could ever earn. Because the residual income in Legal Shield means when somebody becomes a member of Legal Shield and you are the one who sold them the membership, they're going to use that membership and become a raving fan. How many become raving fans? About 80% of the people over 46 years have kept the service, some 30 plus years, which means somebody was paid for 30 years every year monthly for that person keeping the membership. Unlike insurance, our book of business is owned by you from day one. That's what piqued my interest. And you are able to will your residual income to your children, which means you can have them earning your income even if they never sell a membership or recruit an associate for their entire lifetime in perpetuity. Why does this matter? Because imagine this. There is 42,000 people in Legal Shield right now who earn a residual income of $500 a month or more. That's 2 NBA arenas. That may or may not be a lot of money, but I guarantee if you found $500 a month on the floor somewhere, that you would take that money and put it in your pocket and run. I know I would, right? So here's the thing, is that you can build a book of business, your part-time, spare time. What if your first year you make $1,000? What if your second year that turns into 8? And then your third year that turns into 12? And what if by your 5th year in this business, you're bringing an extra $40,000 to $50,000 a year into your business? What if there's more? What if there's 100,000? Those are the kind of incomes that we're seeing in our business. We have Legal Shield Advantage that helps you run your business from the palm of your hands. We're going to let you have that for free in your first 30 days as a test drive. It allows you to run everything from your app. And then finally, our proven track record. This is what drew me. There are people having success all over the place. And what kind of people? College students all the way to people who literally got started when they were 58, 60 years old. You know, Mr. Frank Acoin, you'll notice I had a picture of him early on in the presentation. Mr. Acoin actually has a 6th grade education, couldn't read or write till he was in his 30s, started a successful chain of bookstores, franchised that and sold it after a 9-figure revenue, and then started a sign company that he still owns today, but he turned that into a 9-figure business before starting his Legal Shield business with his wife, Teresa. This gentleman mentors us in the business of how to have success. And what's incredible is he owns business across the country and has helped other people duplicate his success. It'd be like your CEO sitting down with you and saying, how fast do you want to get to my level, right? So that's a big deal. The company right now is in massive momentum because we've gone app-driven. We have 80,000 new members joining a month. So it's not a matter of time of if, it's when. People are going towards the opportunity. We have 2% of the population right now of the country, and we just launched Spanish-speaking services this week. So there's a tremendous opportunity. We paid $1 billion in commissions. We wire $400,000 in commissions a night, Monday through Friday. It's just a matter of what bank accounts those go to. So if this is something that interests you folks, the biggest thing I want you to do is get back with the person who brought you. Make sure you get your questions answered. You're either going to be an A, B, or C. A is going to be somebody who says, listen, I'm already ready to go. I'm ready to make it happen. B is somebody who says, listen, I'm ready to become a member. The associate thing's not for me right now. Or C, listen, I'll see you later. It's not really something I'm interested in. That's okay, because you probably know somebody it is for. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to the person who brought you, and thank you so much for joining us for this call.